welcome back to our channel. Before we get started, I'm going to introduce you to our special guest today, our daughter Chloe. She's going to be helping me out with today's project. And in today's video, what we're going to be doing is painting Easter eggs, inspired by Mackenzie Childs. I don't know about you guys, but I know that I flip through magazines constantly and I'm always finding stuff that I like, stuff that inspires me, and I tear out the pages. So I was flipping through the Mackenzie Childs magazine and I saw these cute little Easter eggs that they do. And I know that, you know, the dollar store sells these craft eggs, and we got ours from the Target dollar spot. So there's 12 in a pack for $3. So that's what inspired me to paint these eggs. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So one technique I'm going to show you is how to paint on the checks on the egg. So this is what you're going to need. You're going to need your eggs, you're going to need paint, and then today we're going to use chalk paint. I've got black, and I have our homemade chalk paint that I showed you in one of our previous videos, and I'll link that recipe below. We got that in white. We have an abundance of different types of paint brushes, different sizes. And then of course we have some water to clean our paint brushes. I also have some floral wire that I'm using to hold my egg when it's wet so it can dry, and I have a piece of styrofoam down here as well that I can just put that in. Okay, so now I'm going to get started with showing you how to do the check on the egg. Okay, so here's the egg that I have already done, and I'm going to show you how I did it on this egg. So you're going to need a pencil, and we're going to make the lines. So I need 6 different areas. So I'm going to find the middle of the egg. Usually these eggs have a bit of a crease in them. And then I'm just going to mark down the center of the egg. Don't have to be perfect because you're going to paint over it. This is just going to be your guideline underneath your paint. It will go away. So there's one. So then I just kind of go in here at the top and I make a V, making sure I'm getting about equal parts on all 3 sides. I'll turn it around and I'm going to do it again. And then I'm just going to follow down the egg with that line. So now, oh, got one. These eggs at Target Dollar Spot are actually really great because you can draw on these. It's kind of like a matte finish to the egg. They're like a cardboard, so they're really cool to work with. So now we're going to move on, and we're going to go with our horizontal lines. You see I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. You can definitely use a tape measure if you want to measure out and get an even, so you get even kind of squares. But you'll see that the top square is a little bit smaller than this one, and they get a little bigger and then they go back to smaller. So I'm just going to mark where I think it looks good. And what's neat about these, because they are cardboard, you can erase your lines. And then you can just continue to connect your lines going all the way around. then you'll have a black and white check egg. Now, I've already done 2 of these. Like I showed you on the screen, I'm going to paint up using my inspiration photos. Using some of my inspiration photos here. So I know I have to have 2 that are quarterly check. I have one that I've already painted white. I have one that I've already painted black. So I'm gonna do the white with the dots and the black with the flowers. And then I'm not going to do the chevron. I'm going to just do black and white stripes here. So we're gonna go ahead, this one is already finished. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start to create this one. And I'll show you how I do it. So what I'm gonna do is take the tip of a paintbrush and I'm just gonna dip it in my paint. You can start off just by doing a dab, and then I pull from the outside going in. To make the leaves of, or the petals of the flower. And I just fill in as many petals as I want. And I'm just gonna continue to do that just on the black squares. And I'm obviously not doing this exactly the way they have it on their egg, but I think it's close enough, and I like the fact that it really looks like it's just handmade, hand done. So now that I got all my little flowers on there, I'm just gonna let that dry, and then I'm gonna go in, probably with some gold paint, and just do a little dot in the center of all of them once it's dry. So now I'm going to take some gold acrylic paint, Master's Touch from Hobby Lobby, and I'm just going to take an end of my cut off Q-tip, roll it into the gold paint, and then I'm just gonna do the center of the flower with some gold. So I think I'm gonna have some just gold highlights throughout my Easter egg display. So the next egg that I'm going to be doing is the black egg, and I'm going to be, and this is my inspiration right here. So I have some white flowers. I'm gonna take a Q-tip and I'm gonna see if that helps me create those flowers a little better. I'm gonna cut off the cotton part of the Q-tip, and then I'm gonna dip that in paint. Then I'm gonna do that all the way around in just random spots on the egg. For our next egg, we have the white egg with the black polka dots. So we use some black chalk paint, grab up another Q-tip, cut off the cotton end, chicken flying across the room, dip it in the black, and then just randomly start putting some polka dots on there. Okay, so for my next egg, it's just my own inspired egg. So I'm just gonna do black and white stripes. So I started this egg off just like I did when we did the Courtly check egg. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna paint over my whole egg using white chalk paint in a very, very thin coat because I still want to be able to see my lines underneath the egg so I can use them as a guide when splitting up the colors, when putting each color on. And I'm letting each layer of paint dry in between. Okay, now that my paint has dried, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start painting in the black stripes. So now I'll let the black dry and then I'm gonna go back in with the white and then I'll just keep alternating until I have really good coverage and my lines get a little straighter. I'm okay if they're not exactly straight, but you can kind of be as perfect as you want to with your eggs.
So I went on Pinterest and I really like sunflowers and I looked up a sunflower and I'm gonna try to inspire my egg based off of that. First coat on the little thing in the middle.
Center.
Yeah, the center. And then when that dries in a short bit, I'm gonna paint the leaves or the petals.
So what are you gonna do around the rest of the egg?
Well, when that dries, I'm gonna do more.
Oh, you're gonna add more leaves to it?
Layered. I'm gonna
Okay.
do different yellows. That's why I haven't.
Oh, nice. It's awesome, baby. I love it. Look at that artistry right there. Amazing. Okay, everybody, so we're going to finish painting up our eggs and let them dry, and then we'll set them out and show you how they look in our decor. We hope you enjoyed our tutorial today and found some inspiration. Thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next video. Bye. More to the side. Yep. Right, low, low. Okay, you don't have to snort lightly. You're like, hold my egg when he's wet. Why is it a he?
No, it was like
Weird. I'm leaving that in there.
Nah.
Give me like a 5-minute video.
So you can have short and long ones. That's what she said, but still.
I was just gonna say that. You're like you're 18.
Now you can't. It just shorted out.
Yeah, it did.
That's what we say at work. Sugar, honey, iced tea.
What are you guys in the freaking kindergarten? I get thirsty. I know. Dad yells at me too. You drink so loud.
Oh, he's wanting to talk. I'm like, Chris, you're eating like freaking yogurt.
Go walk up to the camera and be like, yay! Yay! Closing statement.
Outro. Conclusion.
Conclusion. Get over here. Okay. Okay, guys, we're gonna. You see my face? I was like, nipples.
You gotta give me a minute.
We'll set them out for you to see. No, I don't like that. See, yay, yay.
Stand right there. Come here in the middle a little bit. And when I go, ay, ay, you have to go.
Oh my God.
Ay!
Did I do it? Okay.
I'm sorry. I did that.
Okay. Oh, my neck hurts. Okay.
You did that.
Flip your hair, dude. You get a big hump.
I like my humps.
Yeah.
That's
what you say.
Lady humps.
I can't do that. I can't move like that. No, it's not working. Anyway.
You climb on the table.
No. No. Keep it classy, San Diego. Okay.
Oh, it's cute. Mom, I think that looks so good. I'm like actually confident in myself.
Let me see. It is good, honey. I love it. It's very pretty. See? You're always worried that you can't like be creative, and you are.